go up there anytime you like, because we're gonna start right now. Yeah, because it probably take you a minute. You go right there, and it's on page 120.
So Ira, we were trying to aim the camera so it gets more.
But not me, right? Oh, I'm in the corner. Okay.
Actually, you're.
Oh, hang on, let me.
Hi, Uncle Jack. Good.
I know, I don't want to.
What? You're not bothering. Oh,
No, just.
I'm gonna start right away.
This is.
Bambi said something else, huh?
This is a big,
It's a big.
Oh, because you can't get around Rick.
Yeah, we're having a.
that's why I'm here.
Well,
Very cool.
you should be able to go
Oh, no, I mean, you're gonna go there.
up here.
We're gonna go there.
Okay, we'll see you.
There no.
There, those are the candles right there, but don't trip on those goofy, those wires, unfortunately.
What candles?
These are the candles.
Those are the candles, that's it. You stand at that FEMA right there. Watch out for the wires. Good job. Okay, everyone, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started with our famous Hey Venu Shalom Aleichem. Hey Venu Shalom Aleichem. Hey Venu Shalom Aleichem. Hey Venu Shalom Aleichem. Hey Venu Shalom 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 Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Hey Venu Shalom Aleichem. Shalom Aleichem. Hey Venu Shalom 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 Aleichem. I'd like to introduce my mother, Jerry Beaver, and my sister-in-law, my darling Sherry Beaver. Jerry and Sherry.
That's great.
And they're going to lead the candle blessing on page 120.
She said we're gonna start right now.
Oh, we are.
Yes.
Songs follow us, tops of the night. Elohim,
Asher Yishanu B'mitzvotav V'tzivon
Le'adlikneh.
Shel Shabbat.
Amen.
Amen. Why don't you lead the little tiny paragraph on the left on page 121?
We'll read this.
As
As
the
these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us.
Keep going.
Oh.
As their brightness.
Their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light. So may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, and watch out for those wires because they're
Yeah,
pretty treacherous.
I think they go out.
Yeah, Sherry, why don't you get on the other side? Oh, there you go.
Got it.
Okay, good. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Okay. And we turn to page 138 for Lecha Dodi. So, Mark, does everybody have the Shalom Aleichem though? You ran out. Oh,
Want to get one for you? Just one.
I'm good, thanks.
Thank you, Margaret.
I think there's some up here.
Water?
Oh,
Hey,
shit.
look, look, look.
There's water.
Mark, she has a whole pile of them up there.
Oh, yes. Oh. Like, there's water in the.
Thank you. I know, it's impossible, right?
It's impossible.
Oh, don't get started.
Okay, is everybody on page 138? Let's do the up one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Hang on.
Les Shamor bezachor beliborecha Ishmiel Manuel Amei Uchad Adonai Echad Ushemo Echad Lehishem Tiferet Veliteilcha Lechadon Ilikatala Ay la 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 Pene Shabbat Ekapela Ay la 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 last verse Shamor bezachor. I'm sorry. Bohui beshalom. Ahateret bala. Gam besipcha. Uvetzolam. Toch emunei. Am segula. Boi chahala. Boi chahala. La lech adodi rakala la 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 ne shabbat bella la 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 la. Okay, and we continue with Shalom Aleichem. You all now have the extra page, and it's the first four verses are on page 142. Okay. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hashem, Malachei Malachei Amlachim Kadosh Oh, Hashem Shalom, Malachei Shalom, Malachei Now the extra one, Shalom Aleichem, and to all your friends as well. Welcome, angels on high. Amen. From the Saturday Shabbat table, air up of joy. Let your spirit soar with us. Together we will rise with the night. When we have fellowship and joy abound, and peace are filling our And I'd like to call on our president, Ira, for some announcements.
Watch the cord, they tell me. Good Shabbos, everyone,
Good Shabbos.
and welcome to a very special Shabbat service at Temple Beth Emet of Burbank. Services are led by Rabbi Janet Bieber with accompaniment by Robin Kreisberg, our music director. Tonight, we are going to be hearing tunes of Broadway and Hollywood from our
1 second. Can everybody hear him? Yeah, okay. No, my mom can't hear you well. But I think other
come
people.
by, I'll read them to her person.
If you pick it up and hold it near your mouth.
So we have to increase the gain on this one, huh? Okay.
Okay, is that okay, Ira? There you
You
go.
know, it's Burbank, Media City, right? So we have all these people from the industry. They don't like the way the talent does it. The sound engineer says, get closer to the mic. Oh, boy. Well, tonight we're going to hear tunes of Broadway and Hollywood performed by our adult choir and Rabbi Bieber. And it should be a wonderful evening. Shabbat services next week will be Saturday at 10:30 a.m. and a bagel brunch will follow. This month, Temple Beth Emet is supporting the House of Ruth of Los Angeles, which assists women and children who are escaping domestic violence. We're collecting household items. There's a flyer in Blum Hall that lists the things that we need, or you can donate a gift card to Food for Less, El Super, or Superior Markets, or make a cash donation to Tracy, who's sitting all the way back there silently because her voice is gone. And she will do some shopping, and donations can be dropped off here during the week when the office is open, Monday through Thursday mornings, or bring them to Shabbat services. You know you're going to come to Shabbat services, so bring something. Remember, you can sponsor an oneg, Shabbat, or a bagel brunch to honor a special occasion or a special person. And folks, things are heating up,
I'll say.
but they're not going to be cooling down in here.
Boy.
We're asking for donations to help offset the cost of a new HVA system for the sanctuary. No donation is too small. On the other hand, no donation is too large.
Well said.
We need to raise about $15,000.
Oy vey.
So we do need help. Also, remember, everyone, to designate Temple Beth Emet of Burbank on your Ralph's card and designate us as your designated charity. We'll get a little bit from everything that you buy at Ralph's. We have a tradition here. We have two traditions here at Temple Beth Emet. First of all, who was here for the very first time? Has ever been here before? One person all the way in the back.
Oh.
Everybody, make sure you go up and say hello, introduce yourselves. And the second tradition we have here is, did I forget anything? Yes.
So,
Oh.
you can give me, or you can give me money, or you can just put it in the can, we're collecting for cooling off the vessel.
Right, and eventually heating it, but we're going to do that for a while.
From your mouth to God's ear.
Okay, yes, Margaret.
So there, we do have a request that for the show tonight, that you put in $10 into the kitty as a minimum donation as the beginning of our fund to raise money. So thank you so much, and there is a little can in the back. Thank you, Ellen.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, everyone. And if there's nothing else, let's go on with the show. Good Shabbos.
You mean the service? Oh, yes, that's what he meant.
Service.
The show comes later. Okay, Okay. well, okay, so David, you're gonna come up and we're going to have on page 146, the Baruch Hu. The call to prayer. Those who are rising, please rise.
I'll stand near you here.
Yeah, you just open. Yeah, that's right. Stay right here.
Okay.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. There is one who sings the song of his own life, finding everything within himself. There is one who leaves the circle of herself and sings the song of her people. There is one whose voice rings with the song of humanity, hoping for the highest perfection. And there is one who rises even higher, uniting with all creatures, with all words, filling the universe with song. We continue on page 152 with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Baruch Shekevod Malchuto Leolam Va'ed. You may be seated. We continue on page 154 with the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol lebavcha b'chol nafshecha b'chol meudecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך, ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת. Okay, we turn to page 158, where we find the very bouncy Mi chamocha, who is like you? No, we're not. Okay. Mi chamocha, who is like you, O Lord, among the mighty, who is like you, glorious in holiness, awesome in splendor, and working wonders.
1, 2, ready,
Bye bye, bim bim bam, yeah, bye bye, bim bam. Yeah, bye, bim bim bam, yeah, bye, bim bam. Bye, 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 bim bam. Yeah, bye, yeah, bim bam. Be mocha, bye, Madonna. Be mocha, nedar bakode. No, rate, no, don't stay well. No, rate, no, don't stay well. Bye, big mommy, and bye. Bye, bye. Yay, bye, 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 Male prepara vanessa, okay, I am liste Moshe. Miriam, Deni, Adu, Amero, Adonai, no selam, bye bye, bye, still fine, bye, 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 ונאמר כי פדה אדוני את יעקב וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו ברוך אתה אדוני
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo.
גל ישראל Amen. On page 162, we have Veshamru, and don't forget to Vayinafash. That's the last word of the prayer, and it means to renew your soul. Vayinafash, to renew your soul. Veshamru, Bnei Israel, Aso et Shabbat et Dorotam Beritola Veshamru Bnei Israel et Shabbat Aso et Shabbat et Dorotam Beritola Beini uvein Bnei Israel Oti leolam, oti leolam, oti leolam, veshamero bnei Israel et Shabbat, asot et Shabbat. Dorotam Beritolam Ki sheshet yamim Asa Adonai Et hashamayim Ve'et haaretz Veshamru Bnei Israel Shabbat, Asot, Shabbat, Dorotam Beritolam. Uvayom Hashvi'i, Shavut Vayinafash, Shavut Vayinafash, Shabbat. Vayinafash Veshamru Bnei Israel et Shabbat Asot et Shabbat Dorotam Beritolam. So, are you ready for a little Torah talk?
Yes.
Or like this, a little Torah talk? Okay. Well, that's good because it starts out because we're in a new book. The book is called Vayikra.
Uh-huh.
Vayikra, and he was called. And who we talking about? Moshe. Umoshe hikatzur b'mate hikasela. That's right. Moshe, he took the stick, and with the stick, he hit the rock. You know that part.
Yep.
But this is way before then. And in the Megillah, Mordecai says, just to bring in another reference, it says to Esther, as he implores her to use her position to intervene on behalf of the Jewish people, and this is a quote from the book of Esther, if you are silent and do nothing at this time, help will come to the Jewish people from another source. And who knows whether it was not for such a time as this that you came into royalty. That's Mordecai talking to Esther. And despite the danger of risking her life, Esther replied to him, then I will go to the king, though it is against the law, and if I perish, then I perish. Because of her answering the call, she saves the Jewish people from destruction by Haman. Boom! She takes a stand, even at the risk of losing her life. Sometimes we feel helpless and do not think we can do anything that will really have a powerful impact. So we remain idle, though filled with pain and regret. In Pirkei Avot, that means the sayings of the fathers, it is, quote, it is when we feel helpless that we can't move forward. However, it is not up to us to complete the work, nor are we free to desist from it. Right? You don't have to feel like you have to do everything yourself, but you have to keep on doing and keep on contributing, because that is what we're asked to do, what we can. Every little bit helps, whether we donate our funds to organizations, helping on the front line, or influencing those in power toward action that will overcome the destructive forces and create peace in the world. We all yearn for that. The Hasidic masters and our sages in Pirkei Avot, that's the sayings of the fathers, teach us that each of us has a unique contribution to make to our world when the hour calls upon us. Each of us has our moment when we are called and when we know, like Esther, that the moment has come. I think everybody in this room probably remembers a time when their moment had come and they had to say something, right? Yes, I know you did. Today, we're all being called, like Esther, Mordecai, and as in this week's Parsha Vayikra, Moshe is called. We shall see that our Parsha teaches us that it is the humble people who are open to listen to God's call. As it is, and it is, they are chosen to be called. The first word in our Parsha, now you know it, Vayikra, and God called Moshe, it is spelled with this little tiny aleph at the end of the word. Moses was so humble, so he transcribed God's words, Vayikra, with a small aleph. Moses is called by God with his personal name, and God wants to show his love for Moses. It is nice to be called by name, to be known. And who deserves to be called by God? Those who are modest and open like Moshe. It says that Hashem spoke in a loud voice out of the tent of meeting. That's the Ohel Moed. Ohel Moed, that's the tent of meeting, but only Moshe heard. He was not filled with himself, and he wasn't oblivious to the sounds surrounding him. Rashi says, Rashi is a commentator, very, very important commentator who lived in the 1200s, and he was a vintner by trade, but he was such an important commentator that his own words are actually, he has his own little place on every page in the Talmud. And he has his own script as well. It doesn't look like the rest of the Hebrew. It was his own personal way of writing, and they've preserved it. And you have to learn it if you're going to learn how to read the Talmud. It's a real pain in the tuchus, let me tell you. Okay, so now you know Rashi. Rashi said, Rashi says that it was an affectionate call to participate in a loving relationship, Vayikra. When we are genuinely called by another, we feel the power and are drawn into its attractive soul call. It is a holy blessing. So, why the small aleph? Our sages teach that Moshe, in his deep humility, did not want the aleph at all. He wanted the word to be vayikar, which means, and it happened, to take out his personal presence from the statement, from the call that God had. Like it just happened. God met Moshe. No, Vayikar is not the language of love. Vayikar suggests a casual and temporary meeting. However, God wanted to show God's love for Moshe and call him personally. So the small aleph is a result of compromise between God and Moses. Moses didn't feel it was proper to state that one so awesome as God called on a mere mortal himself. So when he transcribed the Torah, he purposefully made the aleph in the word Vayikra very small, so that it would appear to be Vayikar, meaning that God met Moshe by accident, which would downplay his own importance. The greater the person is, the more aware of their own failings. Every minute blemish becomes noticeable, which makes a person humble despite the greatness. What is the Torah's definition of humility? Rabbeinu Yonah, that he's another commentator, explains the cause of haughtiness. Are you ready? Through this, we can understand its opposite, humility. Rabbeinu Yonah asserts that often a person feels wanting in knowledge or perhaps a certain quality. To compensate for this feeling of inferiority, small as it may be, a person may denigrate others to make himself feel better or superior. Haughtiness and pride are actually derived from opposite feelings: inferiority, insignificance, and shame. The person who feels confident in themselves has no need to deprecate others or represent as something other than what truly is. We must accept complex inner energies that contain contradictory qualities, and we must not deny imperfections. We feel the abundant love of God, who loves us with all the flaws and speckles that may be mixed in. It is important to know one's flaws and have compassion for them, Dafka. Compassion for your own flaws only increases your capacity for compassion for the failings of others. From Rabbeinu Yonah, we see that the essence of humility is the realistic understanding of our own worth. The opposites that Moshe felt and owned within him was because he knew his true unique value with all his inadequacies and viewed them as opportunities to grow from. He did not underestimate himself, and therefore he had no need to overestimate himself. He knew that each of us is created in the image of God with our own unique talents. With this understanding of ourselves in hand, we can now face the difficult task of admitting our shortcomings And through this, we can connect with our own inner strength. Many of us have the misconception that admitting imperfection is a weakness. However, admitting weakness is actually strength. If you know your areas of difficulty, and we all have them, you can compensate for them and do better. Also, when you're generally in your truth, you are standing in firm ground, which is the best. It gives us the best chance at good results in life. The Torah tells us that if we understand our potential as human beings, we can then feel the self-confidence necessary to be humble. This enables us to continue to grow and fulfill the unique destiny that each of us has been given to manifest in this world. May our humility give us the courage and compassion to continue to rise up and meet the moment, thereby bringing the world closer and closer to peace and wholeness. And may this humility, based on inner confidence and faith in God, enable us to face this moment with courage, compassion, and clarity, joining together with others to move through our current crisis and be among those who are creating the world that God's love calls to us to create. May each of us feel called to our singular duty, hearing the still small voice in the heart of our hearts, following the call of that love, that powerful energy that triumphs over all darkness. I wish each of you a Shabbat of peace, a time to pray for an end to this war, a moment of respite, and a recharging of energy to meet the call that awaits us. We are all strengthened and sustained by the goodness and joining together to come to the aid of our brothers and sisters throughout the world. May God sustain our efforts and bring this war to an end swiftly. And let us say, Amen. And we come to the Misha Berach, the prayer for those who need healing, page 371. And David is going to open the ark and we're all going to rise. Are there any names that would you would like for healing? I would like to mention Janine Kansaku, who is undergoing a test for skin cancer and ask for our prayers tonight.
I have one here.
Yeah.
Two. My friend David Josiah, who's being treated for bladder cancer, and then my sister Jessica, who is also being treated for breast cancer.
Oh.
Going through chemotherapy.
Okay.
Going through the toxic portion of the chemotherapy.
Okay. Yes, David.
Derek and
I mean, Mark.
I need power.
Okay. Yes. Liz Esperno and Evelyn Clark. May?
Craig Feinberg.
Craig Feinberg. Okay, I'm going around this way. Yes. James Toluca. DeLuca. Okay. Yes, I'm going in the back on the left over here. Did you have one, Eileen? That's right, Ruth Tanner. Yes, okay, Rick?
My brother-in-law, David Bruce, give me the best.
Okay. Yeah, Jen?
Stuart's attached.
Stuart Zatuchny. Yes, and Joanne?
Tracy Martin.
Oh, she had, yeah. Okay,
Sean Wiggins.
Sean Wiggins, Robin?
Daniel Kreisberg.
Daniel
and-
Kreisberg.
Yeah, and
Oh.
I can't remember the next person, sorry.
Okay. And all of those who need God's healing in the world. מקור הברכה Make us source of strength, who bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. מקור הברכה לארורנו. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. On page 377, I feel we should say the small paragraph at the bottom of the page to ask God to watch over our Bitenu Hatinoket, our little Israel, our land of Israel is under siege right now. Everyone, O Heavenly One, protector and redeemer of Israel, bless the state of Israel, which marks the dawning of hope for all who seek peace. Shield it beneath the wings of your love. Spread over it the canopy of your peace. Send your light and truth to all who lead and advise, guiding them with your good counsel. Establish peace in the land and fullness of joy for all those who dwell there. And let us say, Amen. We have the Aleinu, which is on page 586, the second paragraph. And for those of you who aren't familiar with our prayer book, every part of the prayer, you have to turn the page to get to the next part of it, okay?
Which way to turn the page?
You turn the page
For those who
opposite
don't-
of what you think. Just look at the page numbers. That will help you. There you go. Aleinu לשלח אדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוסף בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי ארצו, ולא שמענו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שמתם להם וגורנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומשה וקרוב בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבהי מרום. הוא אלוהינו, מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום והשבותה אל לבבך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. על כן ונאמר, היה אדוני מלך כל הארץ. ביום ההוא, יהיה אדוני אל צבאות, ושמו Shalom. Shalom. Echa. And we have our Mourner's Kaddish, which is on page 598. We have our yahrzeit for today. Avron Hirsch Hutter, Gertrude Weinfeld, Sydney Schwartz, Harold Potter, Samuel Greenberg, John Kubik, Howard Siegel, Escher Block Epstein, Joseph Clivens, and Cindy Wallace. Ron Caden, Ron Ross, Raymond Dreyfus, Elsie Noodleman, Jacqueline Estereau, Milton Estereau, Matthew Sapper, Andre Lett, Father Charles Mitchell, Bunny Englander, Honey Sampson, Karen Sund, Sarah Hanley, Shauna Schwartzman, John Elsky, Wendy Weinstein, Don Rogers, Terry Lambert, Renee Good, Alex Preddy, Gabe Lopez, Robert K. Tannenbaum, and Nick Sardegna. And again, 598. Yeah.
I'd like to add Chuck Norris, who passed away, even though he's a Okie from Muskogee, he was a big influence on me. He's a real Hamish mensch, Chuck Norris. He passed away at age 86 today.
Okay. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabah. Ve'alma divrach cherutei ve'amlik malchutei. V'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayei v'chol Beit Yisrael. V'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehi shmei rabba mevarach le'alam olam me'al maya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpoar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei v'kudesha brechu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran ve'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shamaya v'chayim. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav. Hu ya'aseh shalom. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel v'imru amen. And yes. Yes. And I'd like to ask God's blessing on you. You may be seated. Uh-oh, everybody okay? Okay. Okay. Now,
If you want.
after our blessing, we're going to have our final hymn, and then we'll have just a bathroom break kind of recess, and then we'll have our concert. How's that?
Sounds great.
Okay. May God bless you and keep you. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha. May God's light shine upon you, and may God be gracious to you. Yaher Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka. And may you feel God's presence within you always, and may you find peace. Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'asem lecha shalom ken yirato. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Robin Kreisberg.
And don't all stand up and go out there for kiddish, because it's not time.
Not time yet.
After the show, that's when we'll do kiddish. Okay?
Okay.
Well, it's like Pavlov's dogs. We've gotten so used to, as soon as we hear that, we go out
Yeah,
there.
5 minutes. You know what, can you do a favor and can you help Robin move that over in front of the, yes, in front of the.
Well, hello, darling.
Hi, how are you?
Good to see you. I'm so glad you came. I was told that.
Yes,
That's okay. Okay, so what happens is we need to lift over and put it along the obstacle.
right, all right.
But it's not that.
It's not.
Yeah, no, you just kind of wanna, oops. You're, hold on.
It's okay.
All right, be careful of that.
Oh, she needs help. She needs help right there.
It's, okay, I got it.
So.
Okay.
You're good, good.
Okay.
I'm holding down the mat.
All right, so what we need is a little bit of those sparkly thingies put back up, but we'll be good. Okay. I think we need to move it down a little bit more, so that it's centered. Cheyenne, can you move it down a little bit more so it's centered? And then pick up all the little sparkly thingies. Give me a couple of things.
Thank you, Margaret and Cheyenne. You're welcome. Good and
So if there's one more, I'll let it in.
Oh, okay. We're just trying to, those that. You want me to?
Whatever, I don't know. Nothing is,
Oh, this is not, you know, anything.
there's something. This is Cheyenne, this is Joanne.
Can you get?
Hi. What do you need?
Were you, did you get got?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that, I saw that. And
Oh,
we have to
no,
make sure
really
that-
good.
Pardon?
We have to make sure,
Yeah, no, but I think that's it. Do we want to
Like
push
cat-
it back a little bit? I think, so it's got a little bit more room for people to walk around. Can you help push it back a little bit? Like, pick it up.
there.
Is that a far- There you go.
Is this so we turn Jerusalem into Broadway?
Well,
Let me know.
Let me see.
You know,
Where kind of fit it in. Looks nine to the nine. All right, well, that's good.
When we get towards the end of the program.
I'm going back to my.
Until we, everybody.
No, no,
So it's-
no, I really
Invite the audience to join us, and then we'll make sure that you have the lyrics to
2000,
Breaking Up the Heart.
I was supposed to, be,
But I'm gonna have an actual. Okay, that'll be fine.
and then one day.
You guys, I'm sorry, you guys have it all set, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
When I was in the classroom, and I moved, and there was a.
Joanne, I'm going to stand here.
Get my other. Okay, you can sit down there as well, so you don't have to stand for a long time.
Oh, I'm done.
I don't-
You're amazing.
Test. This is really big.
Do what we can do. You are so correct.
So you have to close the distance if you can. Do it.
She texted us that said she'd be here at 8 o'clock.
Which one is this plugged in?
So you better get here.
Increase the
I
volume.
don't know, you have to,
She said she wasn't feeling well.
if they're.
You know how that is. How are the horses?
Probably up already.
They're okay?
And she's,
Whatever.
yeah, we'll just do
If
it,
I didn't have anything to rush to the hospital.
Yeah.
That's all that I can say.
because then you're in the risk of.
Russia me to the hospital.
Right, very good. Yeah.
This-
Okay, that's all right. We're not gonna, oh, there it is.
Good.
Well, we don't put up to the high. Oh, try it again, Mars.
Test, 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 test. Test, what?
Also the microphone for the guitar.
1, 2, 1, 2. That's very loud. That's the loudest of all. No, we have plenty of volume on the guitar.
Sure the one for guitars.
So the only thing to do here, everybody, is to get close. Oh, test, test. Oh, that's fine. Oh, perfect. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2.
So Tracy is right here. Do you want to sit right there where I am? Okay, you're gonna sit there. Perfect, yeah. That's absolutely. The dog may be a little bit upset, but you know, we'll just have to deal. Here.
Okay, so Robin's gonna start off.
Yes, I don't know how she's gonna do it.
No, she told me.
Okay, perfect.
And then I
Tracy's
will
right there.
introduce Mark, then Mark will start introducing people.
Tracy.
Yeah. You guys got it.
You know, everybody goes.
Does that numb your
Tracy,
throat?
if-
Tracy?
You don't have to talk to me. Oh, you don't have to talk to me, but if we're all pair members, then you would be our resident impresario,
Yes.
actress, our liaison to the stars,
That's excellent.
all of those things. Okay, I'll lay it on. I'll lay it on.
Be able to figure that one out.
Look. Somebody here's a. photo.
Yes, they've been there for months. They're probably all stuck together.
No.
You're not? Okay, good. I sure hope Sophie gets here soon.
I can announce, I'll have everybody take this. All
Well, just a second, just a second.
right, well, you
Let's
tell me
get-
when you're ready.
Let's give her two. Grace period. Here, I have a. You go in front of the microphone. Get everybody. You don't have to do it. Oh.
So you do it, you do it. You can be the Avon lady. And you'll do it from your shirt issue flow.
Careful. Yeah. See here.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. That wind.
You got a win? Where'd you get a win?
Wind.
Oh, that win.
Rabbi,
Yeah.
You're closer to the problem?
What? No, I've got this one.
Okay,
Thank God. Tracy gave me.
okay, good.
Don't take it.
I wanna know the order again.
Two more minutes.
if everybody would start to get settled, we're gonna get started here in a couple of minutes. Thank you. He's doing,
He's doing, Robin is doing, on the street where he lives, which is.
Which way do you like better, forward or backwards?
No.
On the street.
If I do it backwards, then it sounds like I'm getting ready for a horse race.
Yeah.
See,
Go to Fred.
See, but I'm not gonna introduce them, I'll let it be.
Right.
There's supposed to be a signal, you know, like when you're in the theater and you're out.
Okay.
And I'm going to introduce you, so you have these.
My sister said, you know.
Right there. Yeah, that's it. I can use use the photo thing, turning it around.
See, where am I gonna sit? I think I'm gonna sit right there.
Once again, so it's like.
Okay, everyone. We would like to welcome you to
Okay, if everyone would please get settled, we'd like to start. We get in, we'll get out.
So,
We'd like to welcome you to a very strange title for what tonight is. It's Shabbat, Broadway, Shamoos. Okay, and so that's to cover.
We started?
Okay.
Okay, we're starting.
That's going to cover pretty much everything that we're doing tonight. I just want to give you a quick historical overview. Why Jews and so much great music? Well, I know you know most of the answers, but I just want to remind you that Jews have been making religious, secular, and cultural music all over the world, but of course, especially Europe, Russia, and diaspora South America. As far as Jews being on stage, there's always been Yiddish theater and vaudeville and Jewish opera, no matter whether it was finally in America after people were migrating here or not. And of course, another big factor is in many of the Jewish songs that we're going to hear in musical theater, there's humor. Why humor? You know why. Because we needed to balance out the rest of the stuff that goes on in the Jewish world. So humor is extraordinarily important, and you'll find it in many of the songs that we are doing. So the joys of making music has always been for Jews. Simchas, even Chazanut, if I said that right, Rabbi?
Chazanut, very good.
Thank you, thank you. One morphs into the other, as you know, and we even get theater, pop music, and the blues. And also, as Jews were finally attaining higher education, there was a lot of communication between people in the colleges. And Ruth and Bob, may the night be complete. Ruth is an incredible member of our choir she's not been attending our rehearsals. We might force her to sing. I don't know. And her dear husband Bob is here, and we're just very glad to have them. Yay, Tanners. Hello. She's trying to find a seat. Do you want one of the mezzanine or what? Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so
Thank you,
I think I've
thank you,
covered
Robin.
everything. And of course, don't forget that in a lot of the musical theater songs, you're gonna notice, especially in the lyrics, the psychology of the characters. And a lot of that is because psychoanalysis. Jews have been psychoanalyzing themselves and each other forever. All right, so that's going to be present in some of the songs you will hear. This is Mark Noodleman. In case you don't know Mark, he is now going to be presenting all of the choir members as they come up to do their songs. Thank you, Mr. Noodleman.
Thank you, Robin. In case anyone doesn't know you, you are the illustrious music director of the,
Okay.
no, they can't, no, we haven't, there's no seating right there. No, that's my seat. That's my seat, Vicky.
And it also is blocking the camera. We've already checked it out. Thank you. I'm gonna go sit down. I think I'm gonna sit down. I haven't even started and we've all lost control.
We are ready for you.
Be nice.
Roll with the old ones there.
I started out that way, like a lawnmower through long summer grass. Anyway, I want to welcome the most important part of this congregation are you all who have come here to support the temple. And I will be announcing choir members. We had so much fun with this a year or so ago when we did this. And the idea was very loosely based. We wanted to have some connection with our Jewish heritage. And so many, we all know something of all the characters that were either came from Eastern Europe or born at the turn of the 20th century here. And it's just wonderful. The contributions they made to what is now, we have terms for it, the Great American Songbook and Broadway. Many of them lived in New York City. And so the individual selections are made by the individuals who will be performing them, and they put a lot of thought and creativity into it. I was very impressed with they have conscience. Some of the songs have conscience. Some are just wonderful, reminiscent. You'll all recognize many of these songs. So without further ado, since the soul of an introduction is brevity, too late. We're going to start with Tracy Martin. Now, Tracy is going to come up, and Vicki Sampson will introduce and give you the background on this first offering of our music. So let's give a hand to Tracy.
Hi, everyone. This is Tracy talking. Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here, and sorry I can't speak. I am singing What I Did for Love from a chorus line, music written by Marvin Hamlish. Marvin Hamlish was born in Manhattan to Viennese-born Jewish parents Lily and Max Hamlish. His father was an accordionist and band leader. Hamlish was a child prodigy. A few months before he turned 7, he was accepted into what is now the Juilliard School pre-college division. Fun fact, his first job was as a rehearsal pianist for Funny Girl with Barbra Streisand. I think you've heard of her. Marvin, I added that part, sorry, Tracy. Marvin grew up to become a member of that rare group called EGOT winners, meaning he won an Emmy, Grammy, Tony, and Oscar during his career. Sadly, he passed away at age 68 in Los Angeles after a brief illness. Marvin Hamlish still entertains us with his songs and scores to this day. Many people think What I Did for Love is about romantic love. It's actually about the love this character has for her chosen art form, dance, through the trials and tribulations of her career. But you imagine it as you want to. Tracy Martin.
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you. But I can't regret what I did for love, what I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we always knew. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. Gone kiss today goodbye and point me towards tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love.
He has laryngitis. Wow.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy. That was so lovely. What a lovely song. Great intro and connects us up with the great composers. Now I'd like to present, this is a song of conscience. I will allow Joanne Cernan to come up. Sarin, excuse me. Joanne Sarin and Margaret Goldfarb to come up. This song is from South Pacific and is as much relevant today as it was when it was penned. Very controversial back in the day.
Hi, Margaret and I are going to sing Carefully Taught, which was written by Rodgers and Hammerstein for the play South Pacific. In the play South Pacific, two characters talk about how people develop prejudice and become bigoted, angry, and hate people who are different. As we Jews have been victims of prejudice over 3,000 years. Lieutenant Cable says or sings that you've got to be carefully taught by your parents and other people that you know and by people that you don't know. I like it because it's always been timely, but even more so now. As our government, whether people hate people of color, other colors, another religion, political affiliation, sexuality, speak another language, or anyone who is not exactly like those in charge. So here we are. You've got to be taught to hate and fear. You've got to be taught from year to year. It's got to be drummed in your dear little ear. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught to be afraid of people whose eyes are oddly made and people whose skin is a different shade. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be taught before it's too late, before you are 6 or 7 or 8, to hate all the people your relatives hate. You've got to be carefully taught. You've got to be carefully taught. Did he say that?
Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you, Margaret. That was exceptional. The next singer, oh, it's me. I chose the song "I'll Be Seeing You." Was written by another wonderful man, you know, and a lot of these guys, we we remember, you know, they're emblazoned in our brain. Who remembers Shmuel Feinberg? How about Sammy Fain?
Aha.
Ah, so Sammy Fain, like I said, he was a contributor to the Great American Songbook and also a lot to Broadway theater, helped establish it. I loved when I found out that he was self-taught, didn't know piano, but he had to rub two nickels together. So he learned, he had relatives in vaudeville. That was the time, and did that. So he was born in the beginning of the 20th century, and his partner on this song was a man named Irving Kahal. So this song was written in 1938, very popular. I'll Be Seeing You. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut tree, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that comes my way. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's bright and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun, and when the night is new, I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Thank you so much. All right, moving right along, we're going to roll up my sleeves and we're going to get on with this Broadway thing. Huh?
Absolutely.
Just remember Shmuel Feinberg.
Unforgettable.
All right.
Yeah, don't start. You say one word and these people just start singing.
All right, now we have a group of us, choir members and all. Vicky, who is going to accompany us on guitar. And this is a wonderful song. I'll let, who's going to introduce this song for y'all? So I'll let you, all right, very good. So
do you want to introduce it or? I mean, I can do a little bit too.
okay,
This is
come on up, those who are singing. Rabbi Janet and Joanne.
You can forward with Kathy, you me. Yeah, and we are sorry, Kathy, who had suggested and brought the music to us.
And
is-
Vicky.
No,
and- oh, sorry.
No. For this one, this was Kathy who had gone in and
Oh, all
requested, right?
And
So-
sometimes Bambi.
She might, she might, she might, she might. Always.
She doesn't sing with me. She only sings with Rabbi.
That's right. And,
Rabbi hits the high notes. I don't hit the high notes. So this,
You go for it.
okay, so
Yes.
this is a song from Randy Newman from Toy Story. You've Got a Friend in Me. Feel free to sing along or play your kazoo if you have one. Did you pass out kazoos?
there was
No.
No.
Where are they? Oh, okay.
were they
Anyway,
there?
you can just pretend
they
to be a
there?
kazoo
No.
if you want.
Margaret too.
But anyway, Randy Newman was born in LA. That's why he wrote the,
I love LA.
I love LA and short people, although I don't think he was that short. He's not that short, but anyway, and he was born to Jewish parents, but he was an atheist. He claimed to be an atheist, but he wrote a lot of songs that of course have a Jewish soul. So that's why, I guess why we're singing. And thank you, Kathy. We miss you. I know you're
Yeah,
watching at
Kathy.
home, so sing along.
Sing along.
Okay.
That's from Toy Story.
Rob, did you want to add any more?
Yeah, You've Got a Friend in Me is from the movie Toy Story.
Yeah.
And nominated for an Academy Award.
Yes, and he did win 2 Oscars, I believe.
There you go.
You got a friend in me. You got a friend. When the road runs by, miles and miles from your eyes won't bend. You just remember what your old pal said. You got a friend in me. Yeah. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Friend in me. You got your troubles and I got it too. There isn't anything I wouldn't do for you. We stick together, we can see it. You got a friend in me. You got a friend in me. Come on, go, I can know this part of it. Stronger. But none of them ever love you the way I do. It's just me and you, girl, and singing so high. Our friendship will never forget. You're gonna see it's hard today. You got a friend in me, yeah. You got a friend in me. You're my friend. You got a friend in me. Am I next?
No.
No, Robin.
Thank you very much. That was turn off with the bubble machine. I always wanted to say that, so. Now I'd like to introduce again our music director who helped us pull all the music in this presentation together, Robin Kreisberg, and I'll let her introduce her song.
Thank you. I wish it were my song. I never wrote this song, but somebody named Alan J. Lerner and Frederick Lowe did. And this is from My Fair Lady.
In the microphone.
Oh, yeah, the microphone, right. Okay. Well, okay, hang on. So, I need to tell you a little bit about these 2 incredible songwriters. Alan J. Lerner, 1918 to 1986, many Tonys, 9 Academy Awards. He was from a New York Jewish family, the Lerner family, and the Lerner family owned a bunch of dress shops. And I realized that I bought a dress from a Lerner dress shop. So you too, okay?
Yeah.
So anyone who has, we have a very strong connection now to this particular writer. And he was, as I said, a New York Jewish family. He was from a New York Jewish family, collegiate musical theater,
Later, he went to Juilliard. There he met Lowe. They did Paint Your Wagon, Brigadoon, My Fair Lady, Gigi, and Camelot. Speaking of Lowe, and this is the musician Frederick Lowe, Loewe, 1901 to 1988. His nickname was Fritz. He was born in Berlin, Germany, to Viennese parents. His father was a Jewish operetta star and performed throughout Europe and North and South America. Stern Conservatory. Oh, he went to Stern Conservatory and he was 1 year behind the great Claudio Arrau, if you happen to follow great piano players. Managers, he was a manager, he was a director, he died in Palm Springs. Don't forget, he also did The Little Prince, and of course collaborated on all of those pieces those incredible shows. Speaking of those incredible shows, the thing that I want to say to you about this particular song, to me, this song is like a dream. It really is. You've got to close your eyes, ignore my poor singing, and just listen to the beauty of the music and the words, because it will take you somewhere, even if you've never seen My Fair Lady, okay? It will take you to that street where she lived. And that's all I need to say. Right. Thank you for listening. I don't know why I should even use this. You won't want to hear my voice.
Oh, that's not true.
Oh, yes, it is. I have often walked on this street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. Now at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, the towering feeling just to know somehow you are near. The overpowering feeling that any second you may suddenly appear. People stop and stare. They don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by. I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Join in. People stop and stare. Come on. Don't bother me. Y'all know it. For there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by. Isn't that an amazing song? That is an amazing song.
Marvelous.
That whole show is an amazing show. Anyway, go see it again if you haven't seen it.
Marvelous.
And you know, it's in the.
So this is just a taste of the possibilities. We're just giving random samples. This is exciting stuff. So right now I'd like to welcome somebody who needs no introduction, our Rabbi, Janet Bieber, who brings song and meaning into our lives in our temple throughout the year. And we're so grateful, but is also thrice blessed with a great voice and musical talent.
Thank you. Could I have that microphone?
Sure.
You could be, yeah.
Stay there?
Yeah.
I don't know if you have camera. Okay, so. hold on.
I think I am on camera. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think it'll fit. It'll come this way. Careful, Mark.
Yep, I just want to make sure because it, okay.
Okay, we're good.
You're good? Okay.
Thank you. So I'm also singing a song that Marvin Hamlish wrote. We're so sad that he left us so soon. He was a tremendously talented man. And he wrote this song, he wrote the music, and Marilyn and Alan Bergman wrote the lyrics. And this song really, once I start singing it, you'll all go, oh, yes, because you all know this song. One of Barbra Streisand's most famous songs, and of course, also the title to the beautiful movie, The Way We Were, that she did with Robert Redford. And the funny thing was, if you happen to catch the Oscars just a week ago or so, yeah, she sang part of this song. I haven't heard Barbara sing this song in decades, and there she was. Okay, thanks, Barbs. Or as she said, Babs. She said that Robert Redford always called her Babs. Did you see that part? Yeah. Yeah, and she said, what am I? I'm not a Babs. But she accepted it from him. Okay. Memories light the corners of my mind. Misty watercolor memories of the way we were. Scattered pictures of the smiles we left behind. Smiles we gave to one another of the way we were. Can it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had the chance to do it all again, tell me, would we? Could we? Memories may be beautiful, and yet what's too painful to remember? We simply choose to forget. So it's the laughter we remember. Whenever we remember the way we were.
Very nice, Janet. So now we're going to close out the solo performances with Margaret Goldfarb. Just a moment, Margaret. And after that, I don't want you to think that's the end of the program, because you are all invited to sing with our closers. We have a couple of wonderful closers, which we'll reveal. So right now, I'd like to welcome Margaret Goldfarb.
Okay. There's a little bit of a fan up here, and I apologize for not having my lyrics memorized, but we'll try and get this. So
Would you like to take this to put on the bottom and maybe it would hold it?
I think with the phone after I put the
Okay.
phone down, and I have
Okay.
this little clippy thing. All right. Thank you. Yes, I don't happen to like the mic, so I do apologize. So my composer is Stephen Sondheim, who was born of Jewish parents in 1903. And he refers to himself as a West Side Jew. He was not a religious man, and some has described his works, though, as having a Talmudic or Jewish influenced nature. He was an American composer and lyricist, and considered a key figure in the 20th century musical theater. His work is described as unconventional and pioneering, which is one reason why I love him so. He won Tonys, Academy Awards, an Oscar, plus a Pulitzer Prize. He began his career writing lyrics for one of my favorites, West Side Story and Gypsy. Also known for writing both the lyric and the music for A Funny Thing Happened to Me, On the Way to the Forum, Sweeney Todd, and many others. I have chosen to sing Here's to the Ladies Who Lunch from Company. The music was amongst the first musicals to deal with contemporary dating in the 1970s, marriage and divorce. I first became familiar with the musical as a young adult when I played viola in the pit orchestra and was mesmerized. I remember thinking I would sing this one day, and today is that day. So Here's to the Lady Who Lunch is sung by the character Joanne. And this is a sarcastic tribute that masks feelings of frustration, aging, and self-disgust with her lack of purpose. So I hope you enjoy it. It's a little bit more raucous than what we've been listening, or what the words have been said.
We wouldn't expect anything less.
Thank you. I'm going to try and.
You want to tilt it? Oh.
No, I actually would like to raise it up. Oops.
No.
It's okay. It's all good. Nope. So I will tell you one of my favorite lyrics here, which will make sense to some of you, but not to all, as my daughter would not quite understand this. But one of the things that it says is keeping house, but clutching a copy of life just to keep in touch. So to me, it's that sardonic, that sarcastic. So anyway, thank you so much. And yes, so let's go. Here's to the ladies who lunch. Everybody laugh. Lounging in their caftans and planning a brunch on their own behalf. Off to the gym, then to a fitting, claiming they're fat and looking grim because they've been sitting, choosing a hat. Does anyone still wear a hat?
I'll drink to that. Here's to the ladies this smart. Aren't they a gas? Rushing to their classes in optical arts, wishing it would pass. Another long, exhausting day. Another $1,000. A matinee, a interplay. Perhaps a piece of Mahler. I'll drink to that. And one for Mahler. Here's to the ladies who have, aren't they a blast? Keeping house but clutching a copy of life just to keep in touch. The ones who follow the rules and meet themselves at the school. Too busy to know that they're fools. Aren't they a gem? I'll drink to them. Let's all drink to them. Here's to the girls who just watch. Aren't they the best? When they get depressed, it's a bottle of scotch and a little jest. Another chance to disappear. Another brilliant zinger. Another reason not to move. Another vodka stinger. Ow! I'll drink to that. Here's to the girls on the go. Everybody tries. Look into their eyes and you'll see what they know. Everybody dies. A toast to that invincible bunch. The dinosaurs surviving the crunch. Let's hear it for the ladies who lunch. Everybody rise, 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 rise. Thank you.
Robin? Can we do our little special?
Oh, yes.
Yes,
We're
um,
a little.
yes, we have a special celebration to acknowledge. It is Roberta's birthday tomorrow. And I would really love it if we could all sing a little happy birthday to my Aunt Roberta. Is that okay with everybody? All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Roberta. Happy birthday to you.
All right, now as we wind it down, Mark Goldstein has lyrics for us. We're going to pay tribute to another person who recently passed, Neil Sedaka, a lifetime of music. What an amazing, I can't even begin. Classically trained pianist and
Mark, we need it over here too.
author of
Yeah,
Mark, may I add to
I'm
that?
so sorry. Well, his name is Mark.
1939 to 2026, as we know. Do you mind if I just add a few more little
Sure,
details about it?
sure, about Neil Sedaka.
Yeah, he worked a lot in the Brill Building, and of course, in the Brill Building was Carole King, and they did date. And he even wrote a song called "Oh Carol." Okay, you know, he wrote "Laughter in the Rain," "Breaking Up is Hard to Do." You've got that right there. "Love Will Keep Us Together." A lot of songs for Captain and Tennille. His
Right.
father was Mordecai, and they called him Mac. Last name was Sedaka, a Lebanese Jew. Grandparents from Istanbul. Sedaka is Sedaka, putting the money into the tzedakah box.
Yeah, charity.
Okay, exactly.
Righteousness, actually.
His mom was Ashkenaz, Polish, and Russian, brought up in Brighton Beach, Brooklyn, lived across the street from Neil Diamond. I mean, come on, you know? He went to Juilliard's prep division for children, for kids. Did a lot of session work for Connie Francis, wrote an album called Brighton Beach Memories, and in which he sings every song in Yiddish.
Okay, big book.
Brighton Beach Memories. I guess that's all I need to say to you. Thank you for this.
Okay.
You guys gotta sing.
That's good. Let's go on. And you know that I'm really blue, it's breaking up this heart. And you kiss me through the been through, and breaking up is hard to do. Say that breaking up is hard to do. And you know that this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that we were making up again. I beg of you, don't
Say goodbye.
can we give up? Come on, baby, let's start anew. Let's breaking up is hard to do. Say that breaking up is hard to do. I know that it's true. To break up, this is the end. Instead of breaking up, I wish that
Key change.
up again.
On. Oh, I guess no key change. If I come another try.
I'm not baby, start anew. It's breaking up is hard to do. It's breaking up is hard to do. It's hard to do. Oh. Breaking up is hard to do.
Cha cha cha.
Take care.
Okay.
And you guys also don't forget that the incredible lyricist was Howard Greenfield. And they wrote a lot of songs together. And it's really remiss of me to not mention the lyricist. Come on, you know?
Okay.
You can do.
No, no, you can step on.
Okay, we're.
Now we'd like to close with, You've Got a Friend by Carole King, who had for a long, long time the top selling album of all time. Many, many years, held quite a record.
Tapestry.
Tapestry.
Do you?
So I just have a little information about Carol as well. So Tapestry came out, I think, in 1971. It was my last year of high school. I was very depressed, and you have to like play a lot of music to get through those times, right? So I listened to this album over and over and over again. And then not just 3 years later, I was already married. I was pregnant with my first daughter, Sarah. And who was in my childbirth class? Carole King. Only she went by Carol Larkey, and nobody knew who she was, but I did. So we went through the childbirth class together, which was kind of cool. And she even writes about the doctor that we had in her memoir book, Dr. Eddinghausen, who was a drugless practitioner. He was called a DP, and it was the same as a medical doctor, but he did everything with no drugs. And both of us had our babies at home. So, which my mom did not like very much, but I didn't tell her when I was actually having the baby. I told her afterwards, so she didn't have to freak out. Anyway, so that's my kind of connection to Carole King. And also, I just wanted to mention that my mom, who was the first sound editor to win an Oscar for sound editing, worked on The Way We Were with both Redford and Streisand. And it was kind of before I got into the business with her, but then I got to work on Prince of Tides, which was Barbara's directing debut and movie, and then also Ordinary People with Robert Redford. So I got to work with both of them together, and I even massaged Barbara Streisand's shoulders one night. Anyway. Well, I had to save something.
Yeah, no.
Anyway, okay, so this is,
So forgive us, we didn't ask you what key you all did this song in. So if you'll just try to join us, thank you.
it's G. Okay, so I'm gonna attempt some stuff here. I'll do my best. When you're down and trouble, and you need something, yeah. And nothing, oh, nothing is going right. Oh, just think of me, and soon I'll be there to brighten even your darkest night. You just call my name, and you know you're in to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call, and I'll be, yes, I will. You've got a friend. Yes, I you. Don't get lost, and that begins to blow. Leave your together and go. So you'll be knocking on your window. You just call my name, and you know yeah, yeah, to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be, yes, I will. Now you ain't good to know that you've got a friend when people can be so cold. And hurt you, yes, and desert you. Well, they take your soul if you let them. Oh, yeah, don't you let them. You just call my name, and you know. Yeah, yeah, to see you again.
Everybody.
Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you got to do is call, and I'll be, yes, I will. You got a friend. You got a friend. Ain't it good to know you got a friend? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know? Ain't it good to know? Oh, you got a friend. You got a friend. Oh, baby, you got a friend.
Thank you very much. Owning Shabbat to follow. And if you haven't contributed, thank you very much for all of your contributions to our temple.
And as we like to say, or
Oh.
Oprah likes to say, and you've got a friend, and you've got a friend, and you've got a friend.
Okay, Mark,
Come on,
now,
come up here.
Janet,
here.
come, Rabbi Janet.
What?
Oh, yes.
Are we taking a picture? Yeah.
Where did
Robin?
Janet go?
We're gonna take a group picture. I'm the tallest, so let's see, what's a good place?
Move on in, move
Yeah,
on in
can-
here.
Can we move this? Oh, do you wanna move?
All right.
Oh, she
Can we
won't,
move
she
the-
won't wanna be in here. She wants to be in the back.
I'm here, I'm here.
Okay, all right.
She wants to be in
Is it
the-
okay with?
What? Yeah, Tracy, come on. Where's Robin? Robin?
Oh, Robin's here, she's
Okay,
behind us
good.
already.
Okay.
Ruth should get in here too.
No, He's gonna get up there, uh-oh.
That's how it was supposed
Oh, Stacy.
Oh, wow, you're
to. So look at Stacy, look at Stacy.
All right, look at me. One more. No, say money.
Money. Air conditioner.
Okay, now look at.
Thank you all again.
Thank
All right.
Mark?
Okay.
Yes.
What happened?